I have this condition, I have what I have, and I have to accept it, and I do accept it. The pain is just like backache, hip ache, shoulder pain, neck pain. There's just a lot of pain. The conditions that I have are neurofibromatosis, scoliosis, and kyphosis. Neurofibromatosis is a genetic disorder that causes tumors to form on your body. This right here is a big tumor that is on my stomach, as well as these down here. It goes all the way around here, and on this side it used to hang down on this side as well, though I had a couple operations to remove that. Scoliosis is the curvature of the spine, which kind of makes your back do the S shape. And my back, the scar goes from down here all the way to up here, and I've had the operations for that as well. And then kyphosis makes your back hunch over, so I have both of those. I just have all these bumps and these scars, and on my chest you start to see the little bumps grow or form. I was diagnosed with neurofibromatosis when I was born, and scoliosis and kyphosis when I was 4 years old. Each condition has affected me a little different. My physical appearance was different by the time I was 12 to 13, and not in the way that a normal female's body should. Like, I didn't have boobs, I didn't have the butt, I didn't have what everyone was going through at that age, except I was growing tumors on my stomach, I was having surgeries on my back. I called myself a pyramid at one point. I couldn't even sit up straight, that's how far hunched over I was. It's hard to have what I have on my body because women around the world, they work out, they have perfect bodies. It's just hard being a woman with this condition. I've had about 15 operations. I've had 5 or 6 for my neurofibromatosis to remove tumors that were in my stomach, and then the rest were for my scoliosis because I needed to have more operations as I grew to replace the hardware that was along my spine. I've had complications where I had to have operations. In the back over there is the basketball gym, and that's where I had snapped the rod that was inside my back. I was going to get something to drink, and I had bent over, and you just heard a loud pop inside, and then like a few weeks later I had lost complete feeling from the waist down.
At one point, she didn't think she was going to be able to walk. And that was the most frightening to her and to all of us, that she thought she'd never walk again.
I was just paralyzed for a few months of my life. And then I had to have operation after operation to correct what was wrong. I still don't have the 100% feeling in my legs. So I stumble all over the place. I have bad balance. My legs just tingle every once in a while. So that feeling is still always there. I met my fiance at Texas Roadhouse, which is a restaurant that we have both worked at. We've been together for, I believe, 3 to 4 years.
Come on. As you can tell, I don't draw.
Vanessa didn't really tell me about her conditions, so I just kept going with it, and eventually she ended up showing me, like 2 weeks later. Eventually I ended up falling in love with her.
Never thought I was going to have anyone like him in my life. My son's name is Daniel. He is 2 years old, and he has neurofibromatosis as well. Put your shirt on. No, you don't want to take it. Put your shirt on. He was diagnosed with it when he was born. Neurofibromatosis, I recently just started learning and started reading about, and one of the things is learning disabilities. He's a little delayed in his milestones, so we have him in speech therapy to help him talk, to help him open up and use his words. And so this is going to help him with his balance and sensation. But the speech also helps him with sign language, learning to talk, and just learning to talk. We're getting him to talk because he's a quiet one. It wasn't until I had my son and Daniel that came into my life for me to realize who I am and accept myself, because if Daniel accepts me and my son accepts me, then that's all that really matters.
Mickey. It's amazing how toys really can help children.
3, good job. Yay! No. My condition has put me in a very deep depression, and it wasn't until this year that I found the support groups, I found the right people to talk to, and that's why I wanted to start a YouTube channel, was to reach out to people that are suffering with any kind of condition, physically, emotionally, or anything, because it's okay, like you can get over it, you know, it takes time. I had done the photo shoot to help me start my YouTube channel, to show my condition, to show my struggles, to show what I have, and it just all came together with the photo shoot.
We've been together for almost 4 years, and she's probably been able to take her shirt off like for the last year. She feels more comfortable being around me.
I've never opened up about my condition, and this is a way for me to open myself up, get out, and become a better person. I guess it's time for me to make a change.
She's a wonderful person. She's like the rainbow. You know, there's a storm. Every storm comes with a rainbow. She's the rainbow.
I have to make sure that my son accepts himself and just have a good mindset and be positive, because I've been negative my whole life and I'm done being negative.